Hey everybody, thanks for watching Be Better Golf. Click the subscribe button, it really helps the channel. I'm here with Bertie from England. You guys have seen a lot of videos that we've been releasing throughout the weeks about impact. And it's been surprising, Bertie, how resistant people are to this idea of lag, tension, and impact. I think a lot of people have some scar tissue with trying to achieve it and failing. Yeah. And some people do not agree. But we have a list that you've collected thousands of golf swings. Yes. Of people throughout the ranks, and you're seeing more lag. The better the player is, the more lag tension they have. Yes. From a global view.
It's quite categoric. You know, if you look at the best players in the world, top 10 players, top 15 players in the world, they all have lag tension throughout the bag, whether it's a wedge or a driver. Okay, so we were just going to have a quick look at some golfers here. So this is a tour player who's very, very successful, won multiple times around the world, and you can immediately see he's got the club shaft trailing behind an extension of the lead forearm. And then in a couple of swings' time, you've got a player here who's a bit of a journeyman player, who's not won, but been pretty good at keeping.
So I'm just going to do an extension of his forearm there. He's
kind of there or thereabouts. He's kind of losing it just at impact. Okay, yeah. But if you compare that to, there's some slightly worse ones here. Again, this person's slightly lost it. This one, I think, this guy's pretty good.
Yeah, he's got maybe have tension. A little. Yeah, okay. He does have some.
And then you've got this player who's completely dependent on his trail hand only.
Yeah, because he is.
So that's very, very scoopy.
It's past himself. Now that's a tour player.
Yeah, that's a tour player. So he's he's playing with hand-eye coordination alone, pretty much at that stage. This golfer here is won multiple times on the European tour, and again you can see he's got massive amounts of lead lag tension there. And then let's just try and go to this player here. You'll know him anyway. It's Matt Wallace, who actually won this event, and he's got lag tension with his wedge. I think we've got him with the driver there. Lag tension again with the driver.
Lag tension, just to repeat for you guys, go back to Matt's last one. Lag tension, just to repeat you guys, is an effect where an extension of the left arm is trailing.
The club shaft is trailing behind an extension of the lead forearm.
Is trailing behind an extension of the, so we can see that.
Okay, so let me just, Ryan Evans there is a very good impact position. There's Matt Wallace again. But let me just get through to some, so this tour player hasn't won on tour, who you can see he's thrown away all lag tension before impact, but quite significantly.
Yeah, so if I go there, he's actually, an extension of his left arm is pointing somewhere back here at impact.
Yeah, so if I can try and rush through, this one is not, again, this is a professional. You wouldn't believe it, but that is a professional is losing lag tension significantly before impact. So he's playing on hand-eye coordination alone with his trail hand.
The other thing to mention, I think is important, Bertie, too, is you took this with a camera with a very high frame rate. Yeah, so you may see different things if you have a camera with a rolling shutter or a slower frame rate.
Yeah, so this was a global shutter, shot at 500 frames per second. Okay. So this is a true representation of what the shaft is doing at impact. And you can see here, the player's thrown away the lag tension, and the club has gone into lead deflection. So the club face has got more dynamic loft on it than we would ideally want to see. Right. Okay, and it's also the club shaft or the club face is rotating through impact. So let's just go through a couple more very quick. So this one here,
is great. Wow.
Eric Van Ruin. He's a player who's he's going to be hitting the high spots in the next couple of years.
Yeah, it's funny because as you're going through this and you start to notice that, it's like, just like you're saying, I can guess the level of ball striker the person is, by seeing that. I mean, you wouldn't want to see any other position to prove.
Yeah, I mean, this is similar to Cameron Champ's position. But a little bit further on here, I've got some amateurs who have hit the ball. Here we go. So here we go with some club golfers here. So instantly you can see that they've thrown away lag tension, the body's stalled its rotation, and he's just playing with his hands only. This was a pro-am, so again, the player leaning on his back foot through impact.
Yeah, so rather than an extension of this arm pointing past the ball, it's actually back towards his trail foot.
So here's another amateur. He's put the ball position way back in his stance in an attempt to get lead.
Go back a couple.
No, there's another amateur.
This guy. That guy. So it looks all right, right?
That's
so it
not,
might be like closer to a lower digit here. Looks pretty good.
He's actually a sort of like a tour player, but who's just on the fringes of the Challenge Tour.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So he's
so I was surprised to see this kind of position mixed in with the amateurs. Yeah.
So this was a pro-am. So I think every other impact position was. So there's an amateur. There's an amateur. He's thrown away lag tension before impact. And here's a low handicap lady player who's an amateur. And again, you know, she's playing good golf here, but she's not entirely in control of the club face through impact. Mm-hmm. So we could go on forever here, but I just want to show you one major champion. Oh, there's a guy called Jens Fabring, and you can see, I mean, he gets into a really solid position here. Yeah. And he's, you know, won on the European Tour. So this is an interesting player. I'm not going to say who it is. But it's a player who's won multiple times on the European Tour, who's now struggling and hasn't won and appeared really in the order of merit in a number of years. Okay. And he's lost lag tension before impact, and you can start to see, well, there's some validity in what we're saying here.
I wonder what he looked like back during his winning days.
Yeah, exactly.
We have to see.
It'd be good if we could get hold of some data from that time. But this is sort of typical amateur golfer or club golfer.
Bad, I mean, yeah.
Who kind of struggles through impact.
That's great.
So this lady player, you can see that when you start to throw lag tension away before impact, that kind of lead elbow chicken wing situation starting to appear.
Yeah, I'd love to see some of these amateurs just to see how they would hit the impact curtain. Sure, they would hit it pretty darn good, you know.
So when you look at sort of the major champions and people who are ranking high up on the world's official world golf rankings, they start to reach a position like this. So this is Paul Lawrie through impact, Open champion winner and very high performer on the European Tour for many years.
Just won on the senior tour.
And you can see here he's got lag tension at impact, and that is the position that all of the top sort of 10 players in the world are reaching. So it's sort of the club shaft trails behind an extension of the lead forearm. And there you can see that the low point in the club head arc will be after the ball has been struck, and he's in full control of the club face. So that's kind of what we're wanting to see. Yeah. And as we were explaining before, if you're not reaching that position and you've lost control of the club head before you've hit the ball, you're basically in the casino. You don't know what's going to happen. One will go right, one will go left. Maybe, maybe not. Hopefully you guys are convinced that lag tension and impact is something that you want to get. And it's something that the more you have, it's very good to have it. The real question is, how do you get it, right? So the question beyond, and that's what I think a lot of these videos that you guys will see coming up on the channel with Bertie, using a lot of this, some of his ideas and training aids from DST Golf can really help you with. I think you're going to enjoy a lot of the stuff that's coming up from Bertie's trip out here. So appreciate you guys watching. Click the subscribe button. You can check out Bertie's stuff. He has a YouTube channel and Instagram, both under DST Golf. I think you'll like it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.